turned down because it was a character of a homosexual, and that's something that's a character I wouldn't dare play.
Okay.
So I had to turn that down. And the other ones, man, I played I auditioned for the role of the young guy who was the rapper, and the director, liked me a lot, but I'm 6'3" and I'm pretty muscular, so he was like, I want to look like their little brother. It just it wouldn't look right. But then I auditioned for another character. He had a pretty small role, and I got the call back for that. Then I eventually ended up not getting that role. Then this role for Hulk, I thought they wanted someone that was very muscular, like almost close to like bodybuilder. And I'm not close to bodybuilder. I'm just decently cut. And I honestly didn't think I was going to get it, but, there was the role they ended up casting me for. But I think what helped it was because a lot of the major things that came through Chicago, I was able to get cast for and get good roles in it, such as Transformers 4, Chicago PD, Siren, the TV show Betrayal, Crisis, all these different shows. And it's been the cast that happens at this one casting agency, Claire Simon. And it's been a blessing, because Claire, she speaks up, and, I've been able to land them roles. So it was more like he's been landing all the major roles, and, a word got to them. Okay. And that was the first thing they said, actually. Hey, you've been landing everything, huh? I'm like, well, let's keep it going. Let's not stop it here.
Let me ask you, where is Empire filmed at? Here in Chicago and L.A.?
Yeah, it's filmed here in Chicago.
Really? Wow. Okay. Is it over in the studio area off of Ogden over there in that area?
Yeah, right over about like 15th and Western.
Oh, okay. Okay. So when you got on the set, how different is it being on TV versus on stage?
You said how different is it being on... Hold on, I'm sorry, say that again?
How different is it being on TV and being on stage? What's the difference?
Oh, it's a major difference. It's a whole difference in acting and everything. I love theater, and the reason I love theater because it's more of a challenge. The stage plays, it really challenges you as an actor, but the acting is more bigger. But when it comes to film is not big, it's more subtle. And you can't lie to the camera, because if you don't believe what you're saying, that camera will expose you. So it's totally different acting. Theater is about dialogue and the bigness of the acting, when film is less dialogue but more action, if that makes sense.
Okay. So what would you tell a young, aspiring actor who comes up to you? Young kid he drops out of high school or drop out of college, and he wants to get into the acting scene, from stage to TV to movie. What would you tell him?
I would tell him go back to school, because you have to be educated as an actor. You have to be able to read. You have to know how to understand vocabulary, words, context, all of that. It's very important as an actor. You don't want to be a bum when they can't read. And another thing I would just tell them, man, make sure you have a relationship with God, and make sure that this is what you're here to do. If this is what you're here to do, it won't be as hard.
Okay.
It will get tough because you gotta have challenges in order to get to any level. Every level you at, to get to the next level, there's going to be a challenge. But at the same time, it won't be as hard, and you'll have the wisdom to get through the challenge. And just continue to push yourself. If this is what you want to do, push yourself as an actor. So don't allow people to do the work for you, or don't think people are going to do everything for you.
So we're working with big artists like Taraji and Terrence and Precious and Cuba Gooden Jr. What was the experience like being on the set with them? I'm sure you're a veteran in this field. Do veterans in the stage work get starstruck like a regular person, or is it like, oh well, he's an actor, I'm an actor too? or do you get starstruck as well?
No, honestly, I've never been the type to get starstruck. Because I've worked with Clifton Powell, Genuine, Darren Henson, Shirley Murdoch, Carl Payne. Like, I've worked with a plethora of big time actors and actresses, you know, and it's never really. I mean, I've never really been starstruck. I just look at them like they're just normal people. They're actors like I'm an actor, you know. They better know their lines like I better know my lines. You know, they better have their character like I better have my character.
Okay.
You know, and if we can do it together and, you know, make that magic happen, then we got an awesome show.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, where can they find you at? Get more information from you, and your phone number if they want to work with you.
I'll give them my website is www.richardgallion.com. Gallion is Gallion, or they can follow me on Instagram, Richard Gallion. All in one word again, Gallion. I'm over the friends limit on Facebook, but I do have multiple pages, and I am accurate on checking all of them.
Okay.
So they can definitely contact me in them ways.
Where did you get mainly a lot of your training from? Was there a specific stage artist, or who did you mimic your craft from?
I haven't really mimicked anyone, but I've learned a lot from John Ruffin.
John Ruffin, all over here in Chicago. Okay, I know John. Yeah. I know him very well. Okay.
Yeah, I've learned. I don't believe I really became an actor until I actually worked with him, because he challenged me like none other.
Were you in any of his work, like Dreamgirls or The Color Purple or The Wiz?
No, I wasn't in either. I don't like musicals at all. But I am going on tour with him, possibly for a show that he's hired to direct on, which is Battered But Not Broken. And I'm in a few of his television shows. I do all his original shows, like Ideal Husband, which is on Netflix. Love Me or Leave Me. I've done All for Love. Mr. Right Now, Mr. Wrong Later. I've done a lot of just about all of his original work, but none of the musical. Okay.
I didn't know. I came onto the scene when he was doing Dreamgirls and The Wiz and The Color Purple.
Oh man, you gotta get a grip of his original writing.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's an awesome writer. Yeah, he's an awesome writer.
Okay. So how did you come about with A Taste of Theater?
Honestly, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I just know he came, Victor Gully. You know, he's a great guy. He came by. I can't remember where I met him at, man. Okay. He came by. I invited him out to a rehearsal for Voice of a Child when I was doing it, and he recorded some of the footage, and that was that. He was just telling me he's been pushing it ever since. Okay. I've heard of the type of theater that he does, but I never had an opportunity to really put my show in it, because I was always tied up for something else. Like the last one he just did, I was doing That's the Part 2, which is my show that I wrote. The year before that, I was filming a movie, and it never actually happened.
Okay. Well, if y'all want to know more about Mr. Gallo, right?
Gallion.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's almost like stallion, but it's Gallion.
Gallion. Okay.
Lion.
Hey, if there was a TV show currently playing right now, which one would you feel would really pull it off as a great stage play?
A TV show playing right now?
Yes. TV pilot that's currently showing right now. Which one would you feel that would make it real good as a stage play? How about Empire? How about Empire? Do you feel Empire is a good production for stage play?
Yeah, but you know the thing is, with stage plays, you have to be careful with the locations. If you have too many locations, it's going to look real amateur. You know, the most you can have is 3 different locations. So I'm trying to think of a show where you can just have 3 strong locations and it can still be good.
Now, I'm not into the playwright or stage work. What do you mean location? Tell the newbies what you mean by that.
Like you may have, and I've seen this before. People need to know if they are film writers or if they're stage play writers. If you're a film writer, you know because you have a living room, a kitchen, outside, inside of a church, inside of an office. You have all these locations and you try to make it happen on this one stage when that's not good. You know, when you have too many locations, you know, I consider that amateur theater. But now, unless you have the scenes, the stuff that moves in and out, you know, like they do on Broadway.
Okay.
That works. But if you don't have the move-in sets and all of that, you're wasting your time. And that's what I mean about the locations. Like when I do my shows, I have 2, maybe 3 locations the most. That's it.
Okay. We got word that I was looking in Stage Direction magazine. And we get that coming here to the radio station sometimes because it deals with stage work and lighting and stuff like that. But they were saying something in there that they're going to take, they're working on To Kill a Mockingbird, and they're changing it into an all-white cast. What is your thought about that?
I think that's racist. I think it's foolish. And I think whoever put that up, you know, God bless them.
Okay.
I think that's creating more of an issue that we're already dealing with, which is the whole race thing.
Really?
Absolutely.
So if somebody took your work, a Danny Trevito or Terrence Trenton, Terrence Howard, or a big play, a screenplay writer from the Screen Guild, Writers Guild, and they seen your work and they just changed it around from an urban to a Jewish or the Italian genre. How would you feel, and how would that turn out?
Again, you can copy a concept, but you can't copy the anointing, you know. And I wouldn't be too fond of it. I will have my say so on it, you know. And I mean, if it's so recognizable to where I know that they stole it, then yeah, I'm gonna put them on blast.
Okay. Well. Okay. How about this? Like the Whitney Houston story. Did you see that?
You know what? When I saw what Wendy Williams did with Aaliyah, and I hated that story, I decided not to look at none of the other ones.
You said when Wendy Williams did with the
Aaliyah story.
Oh, okay.
I hated it. It was horrible.
Wow. Okay. What was wrong with it?
I don't think. I mean, the acting wasn't good. It wasn't. Aaliyah is a legend, you know, and I don't think it was handled with care. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think it was handled with care.
Okay, so if they decide to change it around and make it all white or Italian cast, do you think it will work or make it out here?
I would question why. Why do you want to make it all Italian?
Okay.
Or why do you want to make it all one race? Like, what is the purpose behind it?
Okay, I'm gonna put a little spin on it. We had the major controversial issue that happened in 2014. The killing of Michael Brown.
Mm-hmm.
If they made a stage play out of that, but turned it around and made it all white cast, how many African Americans would you say stay there and actually watch the work? Instead of an African American, they do a stage play